All right, all right. So today we are making zucchini lasagna. And so we're going to start out, as you've seen all of the ingredients in the picture, we're going to start out cutting up our zucchini. I'm going to show you how you do it. So you're going to chop off the ends first. All right, you're going to wash them up. And I'm just going to start out with 3 large ones. And you're going to do them like this. Take this part of the skin off. I can't cut them perfect, but hey, we're going to get them cut. All right, you don't want that. You don't want that. And then you're going to stand them up like this. You're going to stand it up like this. And you're going to make kind of thick. You see that? Cuts. Sometimes your zucchini will be strong enough to make long ones. Sometimes you will have short ones. It just depends. It just depends. Okay? So you're going to do that. And you're going to do that. All three. See? It didn't make it to the end. All right, you're going to do that throughout the entire zucchini. You don't want them too thin. You don't want them too thin. Remember, this is lasagna, and zucchini is replacing the noodle. My hands are clean. My utensils are clean. Okay? All right. I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do the other 3. My other 2. And that's probably going to be enough for me, remember, because I'm cooking for a family of 1. But if you're cooking for more than 1 or 2, because this can probably feed 3 people, but go up on your ingredients. Get more zucchini and more stuff. Okay? All right. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do here is, because that's too thin, I'm going to go down. We're going to move that out of the way. We don't want that right there anyway. And then we're going to take this and make it 1. But it's going to be short, but we're going to be able to use it. All right? All right. That's how you cut your zucchini. I started with 3. You do as many as you need to. I am using a square pan today. I'm using a square pan, okay? You double the ingredients if you have more people. All righty. Okay, so now what we're going to do, what I have done is preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I have taken my schoolhouse cookie pan, my big one, line it with aluminum foil. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay these zucchini, you cut zucchini out, and you're going to bake them for about 15 minutes flat. If you begin to see brown, they are done. That means you let them cook too long. Line them up. If they don't fit, get you another pan. Line them up. And, yeah, line them, okay? What you want to do here, what's happening here is you're taking all of the water out of them. You're taking all that water out. And you're going to want to take that water out because if not, your lasagna is going to be watery, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Usually, I would place some salt on these to suck some more moisture out. But, right, remember, this is a low to no salt cooking channel. So I have some extra zucchini over here. So I'm going to have to get another pan. And so I will do that. But that is what it looks like generally. Okay. And yeah, we're going to put these in the oven for about 15 minutes and let them bake. And you're going to see water start to float on the top of them. That's a good sign. All right. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do now is brown our ground turkey. So I have a pound of ground turkey and I'm going to cut it open and put it in. And then I'm going to turn the heat on this. And I'm going to put it on 8. I'm going to put it on high. Put it on 8. So we're going to squeeze that in there. Trash the wrapper. I like Aldi products, so most of my products come from Aldi. Not all of them, but most of them do in my recipes. So this is a roll of ground turkey from Aldi. Okay, we're going to trash the paper. All right, let's turn the heat on. Let's turn the heat on. 8. Okay. And we're going to take our fork and break it up. We're going to take our fork and break it up. All right. We're going to break it up a little bit. I'm going to break it up. Okay. All right. While I broke it up and we wait for it to heat up, what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm going to season with today. So I have, sorry. I have some veggie pepper, some Yessuh seasoning, some ground garlic powder with parsley, and some light adobo. Okay? And so what we're going to do here is we're just going to dump it in. All right? Now, I eat mushrooms in my spaghetti, like in my Italian dishes. I eat mushrooms. If you don't like them, leave them out. But you can fry them with the meat, okay? Now, you may say, that's a lot of salt, Z. Okay, I totally understand. That is a lot of salt. That is a lot of salt. So how you wash some of that salt off is you wash it in this, take the can, and when you open it and you take water and rinse those vegetables off. That's what you do. You rinse all that salt off. You pour that water off of it and rinse it yourself. Okay? And that'll take a lot of the salt. It won't take it off, but that'll take a lot of the salt off of it. All right, so we're just going to brown this meat. Brown this meat. Okay? It smells good with all of our seasonings. Okay? We're just going to brown it. Okay? Waiting for it to continue to heat up. We're just going to brown that, okay? That's all you do. You're going to let that get good and brown. Okay? We're starting to brown on some ends. I like to let my meat get brown. I like to let my meat get brown before I put any sauce or tomatoes on it. Okay. You can turn the heat up a little bit if you want to go a little bit faster. You just brown the meat. That's all. That's all you're doing. You don't need any added grease or oil. All right. All I'm doing is just making sure it don't get clumped up. Making sure they get clumped up. Smelling good, y'all. Yeah. Remember to keep stirring. All right. It ain't quite brown just yet. Ain't done just yet. Okay. All right. Okay. Not quite brown. I still see some pink. I still see some pink. I love, love, love this recipe. You're eating more vegetables than what you think, and it's gonna really be like pasta. It's going to really be like pasta. Baby, this thing smell good. I'm sorry I got to tell y'all one more time. Okay, I like to let my meat get done. Okay. I sneeze away from the food and in my arm. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to help you make your sauce. Make sure your meat is brown and done all the way through. Okay, so what we're going to do now that our meat is brown is there is not a lot of grease from this meat, but we do, there's not a lot of grease. There's really no grease in mine. So I'm going to go ahead, but if you have grease in your meat, you need to drain it, okay? Don't eat that. There's hardly no grease in mine, so I'm going to go on. I'm going to add a half a can of diced tomatoes, no salt added. Diced tomatoes, no salt added. I'm sorry y'all couldn't see that, but it is in the ingredient list, okay? Half a can. Because I like tomatoes. If you don't want the extra tomatoes, don't put them in there. Okay? All right. Add that. You do not want this sauce to be thin, okay? You don't want it to be thin. So I'm going to add that. Stir it around as it goes. All right? And then I'm going to use a half of jar of the Prego lower sodium traditional Italian sauce, okay? Traditional spaghetti sauce, but it is lower sodium. 25% lower sodium than the Prego traditional, okay? I usually use ragu, but we want to do things different. We got to be open to new things. So I'm going to use about a half a can jar, okay? We're going to stir that in and make us a nice meat sauce. A nice meat sauce, okay? I'm going to finish the half, okay? I'm getting to half. All right. And that, my love, is your meat sauce. Okay? You don't want to put a lot in there. You do not want this to be, you don't want this to be thin, okay? All right. All right. So, while our meat sauce simmers down on low, let it simmer, y'all. I tasted the mix. Listen, that thing good now with no salt, okay? I have taken our zucchini out, and when you take your zucchini out of the oven, let it sit for about 10 minutes and let some more water drain off, okay? In the meantime, it's lasagna, so we have to have ricotta cheese, okay? And 1 egg. So you're going to use the 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. I bought the one that was made with part skim milk, okay? We're trying to cut back. 1 egg, and I'm going to use a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Here we go. And we're going to mix that. We're going to mix that thing together. And then I'm going to add in a seasoning that I didn't have in the beginning, but we're going to use it, okay? All right, so we're going to break this thing down. Let's break this stuff down. This be some rough cheese once it come out the thing, all right? Here's that egg. All right, we're going to crack it. I only use 1 egg. Okay. Set that to the side. Oh, that's going to be trash. Okay. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Okay. This is a 4th cup, so 1 and 2. Now you're going to say, see, why do you always use a 1/4 of a cup? Because most cheese servings is a 1/4 of a cup. So that's what I use, all right? All right. Now I'm going to throw in a seasoning I'm going to throw in the Bragg's Sprinkle 24 herbs and spices. It's a salt-free, of course, seasoning blend. All right, we're going to replace Italian seasoning for this one because it's got a lot of stuff in it. I'll put the link below, okay? We're just going to shake it, all right? We're going to shake it. You shake it to your liking. All right, but you see what I got going on. All right? We're going to season that up. We can use as much as we want. There's no salt. All right, let's beat this thing together. All right? Gonna take a fork. I take a fork and beat it. You can whisk it if you want to. That is up to you. We'll make sure the egg is off in there and spread out because we're going to need this mix. All right. Now I like to make stuff pretty when we have like herb seasonings. I like to make stuff pretty, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There we go. All right. Because I got to see it. Because, you know, green stuff makes stuff pretty. Okay. And we want it to taste real good. Just a little. There we go. All right. I'd say that's about 2 tablespoons. Okay. All right. All right. There's your mix. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it all together. All right? All right. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make this bad boy up and put it in the oven. Leave your oven preheated to 350, okay? So we're going to, here are our cooked zucchini. That's our cooked zucchini. Okay? Let out as much water as we could. As you can see, there's still some water. All right, we're just going to make as many rolls as we can. And make as many rolls as we can, I would say. 4 in a row. Okay. All right. What you're going to do is you can do this either way. You can do meat first or mix first. I'm going to do mix first, okay? I'm going to do my ricotta and egg mix first. All right. And this is what you're going to do. Spread out. All right. Go down each row. You may have leftover mix. You may not. If you do, a trick to next time is freeze it. All right. So we're going to keep doing this. And I'm actually not going to speed up the video. I'm going to let it go like this while we do this. Okay. We're going to take the mix. I would scoop my mix with the spoon with holes, okay? Because you do not want extra water. You don't. All right. I would do it like that. Okay. On to the next. My stomach growling, y'all. I'm ready to eat. All right. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sprinkle more of that Bragg's. Okay. Just go across like that. And I'm going to take a 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese out. And I'm going to go across the whole thing. Okay. All right. All right. That is what you do all the way up. I'll tell you a trick. All right. You can turn the next 4. You could turn the next 4 like that. What you do. Okay. All right. 4, 3. How many of it would fit? Or you could do it because you got some space. And I told you that short one was going to come. Bam. There we go, baby. There we go. Line that baby up. Keep going. I'm going to do one more row. I'm going to do one more row so I can show you. And I'm going to come back with the top. All right. Petey. No. Y'all hear my baby? Petey. No one's there. All right, I'm going to do this row. Petey. Bubba. No. All right. That's what you do. You layer it all the way up to the top. Okay? Okay. Okay. I've gotten to the top, as you can see. And I'm going to put another 4th cup of Parmesan cheese on that top layer like we was doing from the bottom up. Okay? That baby look like she gonna be bad. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to top this with a 1/2 cup. I say a 1/2 cup for now. Girls love cheese. With a 1/2 cup of reduced sharp cheddar. Okay? Reduced fat sharp cheddar. So, here's 1/4. Y'all see that cheese falling everywhere because it's stringy. And another 4th cup, make a 1/2. Okay? All right. Yep, 1/2 cup will be perfect. You can let it fall down on the sides. You can make this dish to where your zucchini reaches the side. The more zucchini you have, the more you can line. This works perfect for me. And I didn't say this earlier, but I am using my square pan, and I did line my pan with aluminum foil because we don't want no mess. We don't want too much mess to clean up, okay? So I like my cheese seasoned, okay? I like my cheese seasoned. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more of that Bragg's on the top. It's salt-free, baby. No harm, no foul. Okay? Just sprinkle as much as you want. All right, we're going to bake this for 30 minutes. All right, we're going to bake this for 30 minutes at 350 or until your cheese is to your, or until your cheese is to your liking. I'm going to do 30 minutes, okay? I'll let you know what it looks like when it come on